special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First down, Prescott. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So the Eagles now, they'll be in great position here to start things out. And they'll be led out by their mobile quarterback, standing 6'4", it's Colin Kaepernick.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players in one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Here are the Eagles now as they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
4 makes it 3rd and 7.
On third down, it's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken us there, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's taken to the 26. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. It's Scott. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Boston Scott, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And this is up, it's through, it extends their first quarter lead to 13-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
13. Cowboys nothing.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this one quickly to Lamb. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Prescott on 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
Dak Prescott
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper throw?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the 3rd quarter of action. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, so the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
And 7.
Prescott from the gun on third. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Colin Kaepernick in the offense heading back out onto the field. And he's relied on a lot every week, obviously. He's a superstar. But here, he's been able to turn around, hand it off a lot, and they've had success.
And no one more surprised than him, but at the same time, probably hugely pleased. He gets a weekend off, so to speak, and able to just hand it off and watch
on this drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Kaepernick's going to keep it. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And 6.
And he's got room. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 4-yard line.
Running with Howard. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for Philadelphia, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale.